Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Quick move by Miller. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Huntley to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Huntley's throw taken in by Sutton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll be taken down at the 34. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's... Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Cordero Patterson, the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cordero Patterson. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. 65 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll set up a throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Huntley. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A huge play there for Denver. And even 60 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Huntley. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off play action. Huntley. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, There's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Jacobs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Jacobs again, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out, and the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Trey McBride, 75 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Huntley. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Trey McBride with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On fourth down, Huntley. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Off the play fake. Huntley going up top for Miller. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Huntley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 41 yards. And the Broncos have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And some room to work. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
He finds his man, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on third down, Huntley. Forced out to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Third down, here's Patterson. Room here to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Williams not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They'll go again with Patterson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw. Huntley. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Patterson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.